So Arun, here, say for example, this is a picture. We are in the develop module. This is the file that you shared with me. So what I do is usually I either do Shift T, so it will take me to the transform slider, and you'll see we have this crosshair. So what I do is usually try to align the horizontals. So just pull a line wherever you want. Pull a guide horizontal, first one, and whichever vertical you want, try to get that vertical line, right? So for example, roughly we'll take this one, right? So now you see it will auto straighten the image. So most of the time, one horizontal and one vertical guide should work. But if you still feel that the picture is still not straight enough, what you can do is you can pull one more line. If it's a horizontal, just pull one more line and try to align. Say for example here. So now it will try to straighten and match the three. What I know is you can have maximum of 4 guides like this. So usually I try to do 2 horizontals and 2 verticals if the picture is way off, but most of the time 2 or 3 should do the job. One caution area would be that once you do this, it kind of like if you see the before and the after, you may see that there would be slight extension or fattening of the people in the picture. So try to make sure that it's not overdone to a certain point as far as angle correction is concerned. Let's take one more picture for an example. Maybe this one. Okay, let's try this one, right? So normally you'd be in the basic module, but go to the transform module and click on this guy, and that's where that tool will get access, right? So let's start with the vertical here. We have this line to follow, and let's on the left also, if you see this line is going a bit crooked, so let's try to follow that line. So when you do that, it will kind of straighten those lines. So now you see how the background is straight and all the lines are straight. So that's what we usually want. Another thing is obviously the cropping may go off based on the picture and the stuff. Like in this case, if you see, the before had some room on the left and right. Like his elbow was visible, his elbow was visible. But due to the transform, due to the angle that it created here, when you try to crop now, it basically by default has gone there. So your picture size by default has increased, and it does not allow you to have those elbows show completely. So yeah, sometimes I shoot too tight. Sometimes this happens, but most of the time, in case if you have some room, make sure we try to have all the limbs, all the body parts show up as much as possible. Let's try this picture again. I usually use Shift T as a shortcut directly to go to that tool, but if not, you can just go to the transform tool. I'm not sure what the most likely it should be the same shortcut for Windows as well. So just straighten here, add one more guide here. Now it kind of becomes straight enough, and if you think maybe, let's see if we add this guide, how what happens. Yep. So now you know how the image looks more balanced, more symmetrical, uh, as opposed to what it was before, where this line is going a bit crooked, this line is going a bit crooked. So like this column, if you see, even this line is going a bit crooked. So it just helps in that case where you know everything starts straightening up. I just might want to correct this one a bit more. Maybe I can use this line as a guide. Yep. So things start looking better now, and when you go to the cropping tool, probably you can just adjust for symmetry. Here we go, and that's kind of done. And probably let's try this again on the last file. Shift T. You have the transform tool. Let's follow this window line here. One, and probably out here we can take this column here and see if it helps us. Okay, it kind of straightens it up, but then obviously the cropping is a bit off, so let's just adjust the horizontal. And actually, if we don't want to do this, what we can do is we can always use this horizontal line in the back and try to align with that. And here we go. And if you notice in this, the subject have become a bit fatter. So see, this is the before, and if you see the guy in black and the guy in white, you'll probably notice that they look a bit bigger. But yeah, as far as it's not much, we can still go around with it. But if you feel yeah it's going too much and people are looking way bigger than what they should be, then yeah we can just probably take it back and just use a regular tool, uh, alignment tool to straighten the horizon. But yeah, see, I guess playing around would definitely help. And once you get used to this tool, life becomes easier when we have to have all this perspective lines straighten up. Cool. Hope this helps. Once power is back, probably we can, if you need, we can definitely get on a video call and I can show you how to do it in person. Do let me know what you think about it. Thanks.